Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. It is the 22nd of December. For whoever is watching where the weather is not so good, my apologies, but it's a beautiful day here in Southern California. In fact, I'll bring it up. Here is the look outside the ham shack right now. Little tiny bit of clouds, but still in the upper 70s today. What's going on? W1FRD. I hope all is well. Yeah, so it's up in the mid to upper 70s today. Little light cloud layer, upper high level clouds. Cannot beat the weather for this time of year, especially if you're out of the area and you're going to be experiencing some of that not so good weather in the Midwest. And I believe the South is getting some cold too. I'm trying out a new lens here. You're going to, looks like the lens focus is kind of going in and out. I'll have to work on that a little bit. Get with a technical advisor about that. But trying something out a little bit different. Maybe this lens looks a little cleaner to air. I'm not sure. But good to have you guys all with me on this afternoon. It's 2 o'clock here in California. And once again, a beautiful day. So I'm going to play some radio here for a little bit. This is more of a test kind of to see how this new lens is acting. I also tried some new settings last night before I went to bed. So I just wanted to try that out and see how this looks and make some new contacts possibly here on some different modes as well. I'm going to start out actually try to do some local folks on just some regular, oops, sorry about that. Just some regular 2 meter call frequency right now. See if anybody's out there. Seemed like it was pretty busy yesterday when I was on. The other thing I noticed, which I didn't really check in on too much, is I had my power setting, my voltage setting wrong on my power amp. Not my power amp, but on my power supply that I'm using, the 330 MV. So you couldn't even hit Wilson an hour ago? What? Yeah, let's see how it goes. This is Greg K6EGG monitoring 146520 from the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino airport. Once again, this is Greg K6EGG. Maybe we got some bad inversion layer today, Jeff. I kind of hear somebody way back in the background. You want to try again? I heard a KM6, and that was all I got. You want to give me your location to say it 3 times? Because you're got a lot of noise here in the city of Chino. Westbound on Cherry Avenue. Westbound on the 10 on Cherry Avenue. Copy that. In Fontana, westbound 10 at Cherry Avenue. You're kind of floating in and out a little bit here. I'm in the city of Chino, off the 60 and Euclid, about a mile south of the 60 freeway. About 10 miles. I copied some of that there. It's still got a lot of noise here on 520, but you have a safe drive. This is Greg K6EGG on 146520, City of Chino. Yeah, he's probably 15 miles. Well, straight line of sight's probably about 10, but there's a lot of stuff in the way. No contact there, Jeff. Yeah, Koreatown's pretty far. You know where I'm at compared to Koreatown. What's up, Andy?
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 146.520, City of Chino. Anybody else out there in frequency? I was wondering if I could make some contacts here this afternoon on 146.520, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport in the City of Chino, K6EGG. A TZ in there, TZ in there. Go ahead. What's your location? I have the Ukaipa station. Lots of noise today. I don't know if it's the inversion layer or not, but nonetheless, good to make contact with you. This is Greg, K6EGG, also currently live streaming on YouTube. I think I may have talked to you when I came down the hill on the 15, like 2-3 weeks ago. I also talked to somebody else in Fontana that day.
That may have been. I'm on high power now. You should hear this pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I got you loud and clear now.
Okay, you say it's Greg?
Yeah, that's correct. That's affirmative. Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf. Greg in the City of Chino.
Yeah, okay, Greg. Yeah, I think I remember talking to you when you were coming down Cajon Pass there. So, yeah, okay. Beautiful day up here. It's 63 right now.
Copy that. I believe when we chatted briefly, I lost you going in and out of the hills. You said you had a little bit of elevation where you're at, and you also are neighbors or close to UCN, Hartley, right?
That is correct. I've never met him. I've talked to him on here, and he lives in our next town over, which is our sister city, Calamasa.
Copy that. Know exactly where that's at. Looks like I'm got some good signal going east. I heard somebody in Fontana. He was on the freeway heading east, I believe, at Cherry on the 10. But good to make contact with you again, sir. Has anybody else been out here on 5-2 this afternoon?
Yeah, I've had it on probably for an hour, and I went away for a brief time. I was off the property, and so yeah, there have been several on here. Okay, Greg, 7-3. This is WA6TZ. Have a good Christmas.
Can hear the phasing there.
Copy that. Merry Christmas to you, sir. And this is Greg, K6EGG on 146.520. Also currently live streaming on YouTube. I have a link in my QRZ profile. You have a wonderful afternoon, sir.
7-3.
By the way, I'm running about 200 watts right now. Actually,
how you doing, Greg? N6 RMS mobile.
About 210 watts actually.
I got you there, RMS. Go ahead, man. Where you at?
I'm on the 91, or actually on the toll road 241 to the 91 transition, trying to get my way onto the 91.
All I can say is good luck with that. Yeah, you probably got a beautiful view right now looking into the mountains there, if I'm correct.
Oh, yeah, looking straight into the mountains. Yep, see the hill of houses right there in front of me.
Yeah, you got some nice elevation right there. How you doing this afternoon? It's a beautiful day out here today, isn't it?
It really is, man. Yeah, I got 70 degrees on the dash. Yeah, and just a nice day. Been outside working and just heading home now. So, yeah, it's been a nice day to be outside working on a roof.
Copy that. I heard Christmas Day, Sunday, is supposed to be 80 degrees, so I'm looking forward to that and super clear. I feel bad for our fellow countrymen in the Midwest and the South that are going to be in the single digits or below zero coming up here, but not too bad. But good to hear you out here this afternoon.
Yeah, only in California, right? Tank top and shorts on Christmas Day. Yeah, I was looking at the weather report for Kansas. I was in Kansas on that too long ago, and just keep an eye on the weather. -2 over there right now. So, yeah, it's nice to be in California for Christmas. Would like some snow, but hey, we'll take the shorts and tank top. You have a good one, Greg. I'll let you go and see who else you can snag out there. Have a wonderful weekend and a good Christmas. N6 RMS Mobile 73, bud.
Copy that, N6 RMS. Yeah, just starting to lose you a little bit. You might be losing some altitude there. Have a safe drive home. This is Greg, K6EGG on 146.520. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile.
So that's Rudy. He lives up in the high desert of California, so he'll be taking, let me see here, let me pull up a map. I believe he lives in Hesperia or Victorville. I think it's Hesperia, which is right next to it. I'll bring up this map here. So he was about right here. He's connecting off the 241. He's going to take the 91 up to the 15 and head on up to Victorville, Hesperia up here, all this area. And I talked to somebody at the 10 and Cherry, which is about right here. And I also talked to somebody over in Yucaipa, which is over here. So I have good coverage right now going east on 146.520. I've heard nothing west of me other than Rudy here, which was at this interchange. He also, this is very elevated with a steep incline right here. So what I was saying to him was, and you guys probably heard me, when you go down this hill, you got a beautiful view of Chino Hills State Park and the San Gabriel Mountains over here. As well, you could see all the San Bernardino National Forest to the east. So a beautiful view going down that mountain there. So I'm going to try to see if I can make another contact here. If not, I'll move over to sideband, 2-meter sideband. Here we go.
This is Greg. Greg, K6EGG. Almost forgot my call letters there. Greg, K6EGG, 146.520 in the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG on 146.520.
So I made 3 contacts so far. Here on 5.2. What's up, Ryan? You changed something there, didn't you? Anybody new coming in tonight or this afternoon? I'm used to going at night. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Much will be appreciated. One more time here.
I'm going to try one more time here. This is Greg on 140. I'm a mess right now. This is Greg, K6EGG on 146.520 from the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino Airport. Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG on 146.520.
I think I have somebody way in the background.
I think I heard a station way in the background. I can't quite pick it up. So I don't. Maybe you want to try again.
I don't think I can pick them up there.
73, anybody else listening to the contacts I made here on 146.520? This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm going to QSY over to upper sideband, 144.250.
So I'm running about 210 watts. When I go over to sideband, it's closer to like 190. Kind of way overkill almost. Make sure this works.
audio. I think I hear somebody in the background there. This is Greg, K6EGG on 144.250, upper sideband. Try again. I got a really light copy on you, DUO. Really light copy, but I have you now. Is that K and 6K&E in there? You got a copy of me there, Denny?
Copy K and 6K&E mobile.
Are you in the beautiful city of Huntington Beach right now?
Yeah, and that was Dawn calling too, Dawn.
I heard him a little bit. I tried calling him back, but I didn't hear him back, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but you got some weird conditions here right now. Copy that. S3 to S4 here on 144.250. You're not registering much on the meter, but I hear your audio nice and clear.
So Huntington Beach is right here.
I just had about 30 minutes ago Chico on sideband with Jack in San Diego.
Excellent. Good to hear, man. Both of Chica. So that's north of Huntington Beach, right?
It's north of the beach, but I'm still in the city of Huntington Beach.
Copy that. Sounds like your signal's getting into Chino pretty decently mobile. How many watts are you running?
I think, let me look at the meter. Hold on.
So Huntington Beach is...
I am estimating about maybe 40 watts.
Excellent. You're doing very, very good for 40 watts there. Very good for 40 watts. All right, man. Glad I was able to make the connection with you there. Did you hear me on 520?
I hear it was, I take your friends a little bit here and there, but I figure that's probably too hard for me to reach you.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise kicking in around here. I don't know if it's the inversion layer or what, but all right, man. Good to make contact with you here on 250. I'll take a standby, see if anybody else is out here. This is Greg, K6EGG for Denny, K and 6K&E in Huntington Beach.
I'm going to my parents, so talk to you later. K and 6K&E clear.
So Huntington Beach is right here. And this is where I'm at right here. So it's a little bit of a trip. So I'm right here. Huntington Beach is...
Hey, DUO, W6DUO, do you have a copy on Greg, K6EGG? Hey, Don, I can hear your call letters, but I'm just not getting enough signal to clearly hear you there. But good to hear your call letters, your voice nonetheless. I hope all is well and you're enjoying your Jeep. This is Greg, K6EGG on 144.250, upper sideband in the city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino airport. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile.
All right. Well, it looks like you're coming through, Brian. And sorry, I have not been watching the chat. I'm going to go over to 2 meter calling frequency.
And Don, if you hear me on 2 meter sideband, Merry Christmas, sir.
So I'm going to go to 2 meter call, 2 meter sideband call. By the way, I got a new lens, so I hope it looks a little bit cleaner here. Just catching up on the chat there. So I got a new lens going here too, so just bear with me. Trying something out new here. I changed frequency, so I'm listening in here for a few minutes.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 144215, upper sideband. Oops, I'm sorry.
PRS for...
I was not on the call frequency, my bad. So let's take a listen here for a few minutes, make sure I don't talk over anybody. I was paying attention to the chat too much. Merry Christmas, Michael, Magic Mike. Thank you very much, Sam. Always trying something new. Anybody coming over here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe as well. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that, buddy.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 144200, upper sideband, city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino airport.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Sadham himself. Lawrence in the house. Doing a little simplex 2 meter sideband right now. Made about 3 contacts on 2 meter FM, 146520, and 2 more contacts on 2 meter sideband on 144250, which is a normal rag chew frequency here in Southern California. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, Brian, but I'm glad you are back. Let's try this one more time.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring 144240, upper sideband, city of Chino, 2 miles north of the Chino airport. I'm running about 200 watts with my Icom 9700. Anybody out there on frequency here on 144200? Once again, this is Greg, K6EGG.
And once again, the reason why I talk for a little bit extra longer is maybe somebody has this in a scan. So I give it a chance to go around. Maybe, Brian. I don't know, man. You do need to take care of yourself. Andy doesn't sleep, though. I am using a Mirage 320B. It's a 320B? B320G. B320G, as in golf. All right, well, it sounds like nobody else is out here on 2 meter call. So I'll lower my mic gain for digital propagation. And maybe I'll do some digital propagation here. BBI certified. I hope you're not right. Are you in Discord? You know, I put that on my Twitter page, and Twitter deleted it as misinformation. I don't see how that could be misinformation. What's up, M0JSX? Good evening or good afternoon from the city of Chino today. A beautiful day here in California. A lot of inversion layer. Was just on 2 meter sideband and 2 meter FM. Highs today were in the upper 70s. It's still, I believe, about 71 here in Southern California. We're going to do some, I think I'm going to go over to, what a guess, 30 Charlie. Let me get this thing going. Yeah, I can't believe Twitter took that off. They said it was misinformation. There's a whole... But it actually happened. That's what I don't get. It's not, there's no misinformation. Yeah, it's a weird deal, man. I don't get it. There was no misinformation on my end.
Link to REF0.
Go figure.
0
The
Charlie.
interwebs strike again. So for those of you that don't know what we're talking about here, I'm going to bring this video and audio in real quick of the other night. And I apologize. I gave your call letters wrong. I heard you say it twice. But, of course, I said it wrong. So let me bring that in here. Stand by. So...
It's kind of ironic, but it's odd. I heard you through YouTube, but I did not hear you come through the radio that time. You're in Los Angeles. Anyways, I just wanted to let you know, quake prediction center just well, this is Northern California, but San Francisco, they have allegedly a 6.0 quake on the 21st.
Copy that. That can't be good. Hopefully I'm coming through right now. I know sometimes America Link gets a little bit disconnected at times. So, yeah, I hope it's not that big, especially right before Christmas and ruin somebody's house.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I get it. But it's just, I don't know. It's a weird thing that sometimes the interwebs do as far as blocking. I'm sure you don't, man. It's all good, bro. Yeah, so Twitter took down my...
VK4VO, VK5LSD.
LSD? He's having LSD? I gotta there we go. There we go. Now it's working. I hope you guys like the new lens. I also changed the frame rate a little tiny bit. Little tiny bit. Thank you. I appreciate it, Ryan. LSD, I like that. I'm gonna have some LSD. So, do you smoke LSD? Do you inject it? I don't know. I wasn't around in the 60s. Have I made any progress with my general? No. Zero. I have not had any time to myself. In fact, I had to take a day off of work today just so I can take care of some personal stuff around the house and finish some Christmas shopping. Oh, wow, this access is way off. Ah, no, that's worse. I shouldn't have messed with it. It's still a little bit off, but that'll work. No, I have not worked on my general at all. I'm ashamed of myself. Yeah, sorry. I'll get to it, I promise. But once again, anybody new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We're getting close to 1,300 subscribers. So I'm just trying to get a couple other people in here. Dude, I don't know anything about audio or video. I'm not going to pretend like I know anything about it. My buddy Sean that I work with is kind of helping me out on this. He's let me borrow this lens, and I might buy it from him if that's okay with him. Yeah. So the general test is easy, but they're changing the test sometime. Yeah, I think in June or July 1st, things are going to change. My job is audio, but I kind of dabble with it. It's more of a hobby. I don't know about it. I'm learning a lot from a lot of good people that I work with. Just kind of picking their brains when I see them. I had one of the video guys help me set up this camera, which is not set up now for this view, but because the clouds are so, what's the word I'm looking for? There's like a version layer. So this is a live look outside my backyard, and you can see in between those two houses there, that's Sunset Ridge. So I do have a view of the mountains out of my window here in my office. So if I get on top of my my chair here and kind of peek out over one of the houses, so I do have a mountain view. Yeah, 100,000. I would love to get that. I think that would be awesome. Maybe someday. I didn't think I was going to make 1,000. Be honest with you. So I'm going to jump on 30 Charlie here and see if I can make some contacts here.
This is Greg, K6EGG, monitoring reflector 30 Charlie from Southern California in the city of Chino. It's 40 miles east from downtown Los Angeles. Also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Oh, boy.
K6EGG, Victor Echo 3, Sierra Romeo.
Hello, Victor Edgar 3, Sierra Romeo. This is Greg, K6EGG. Good afternoon, and I hope you're staying warm up there in Canada there in Ontario.
That's
This is VA3SSR. Well, it's not too cold. It's 3 degrees Celsius. That means 37 Fahrenheit. It's not too bad. You know, we've got a big lakes here. So we got Ontario Lake, and we're getting cold in end of January and February when the lakes are frozen. This is VA3SSR.
I don't mean to sound rude, but anything below 50 degrees is freezing for me. We just passed our high temperature of today about an hour ago, and it was 78 degrees. I'm kind of fortunate to live in nice weather here. I'm very surprised. I know a lot of the Midwest of the United States and south of the United States is going through a real bad cold spell right now. So I'm glad it's not too cold in Toronto area.
I got it right.
Yeah, very good, Greg. So I'm a little bit north from Toronto, like maybe 15 miles north from Toronto, in a town called Thornhill. And I'm just testing my new hardware. I'm not using. I know that you're using this nice Icom 9700 radio, but I'm not using radio at all. I'm using a dongle which is called Digital Voice Mega, and it took me some time to set it up. It's still, maybe my audio is still not perfect, but it will be improving because it's my very first test of this new hardware. This is VA3SSR.
Well, I have a blue DV or DV dongle, so I'm familiar with it. The only thing, pardon me, the only thing that maybe if you want to say it's wrong, you're a little bit low. Other than that, I think you sound great.
Yeah, okay, very good. And the thing, the next thing what I'll be doing, I need to get a kind of feedback, and I would like to hear myself how it's broadcasting and what kind of improvements I can do with my audio. But anyway, I know at this point, I know that it works. Maybe not perfect, but
Watch this.
Well, I can get some QSOs, and that's something that makes me happy. Greg, this is VA3SSR.
Well, Eugene, if you're interested to see how you sound this very moment, I'm on YouTube right now, and you're actually live on as well. So you can hear your audio come through my radio and back out on the stream. So if you go to my QRZ profile, if you have it sounds like you're on a computer anyways, just go to my QRZ profile and you should see my, a link for my YouTube page on there, and you can hear yourself come through my radio right now. So you can see how you sound pretty good. Just like I said, just a little bit low.
Eugene Lawrence.
Okay, well, it's a bit low, so I can maybe I can add some gain. In the speaker, maybe speaker is okay, but the microphone gain just increased a little bit. But I'm a little bit afraid of having some kind of distortions. Right. But it was very interesting, I wonder how you do it, on the YouTube, and I will definitely jump in there. So when we finish our case, so I'll just go there, and I would like to hear it. This is VA3SSR.
Yeah, copy that. You're not even close to having any distortion whatsoever. So I'd give it a try, and the best thing to do is probably fiddle with it and make some adjustments and get some feedback from other people. But other than being a little bit low, your audio sounds really good, nice and crisp and clear, just low. K6EGG on Reflector 30, Charlie with VE3SSR up in Ontario, Canada.
Ooh, I just popped my back really good right now.
Yeah, fine business, K6EGG.
Oh, there we go.
VA3SSR.
There we go.
Just added some gain to the microphone and maybe a little bit louder. But anyway, thanks a lot.
That sounds
I really
good.
appreciate your feedback, and I wish you good luck.
Big difference there.
Christmas. And I would like to jump to the YouTube and just to see, to hear how do I sound there. This is VA3SSR.
Copy that, Eugene. Definitely, I heard you make the adjustment there. That sounds perfect right there. Sounding good. Go ahead and take a look, and you can scroll back and forth and see how you sounded before you made the adjustment there. But you're sounding good there. I'll take a standby, see if you can make some more contacts. Excuse me, on 30 Charlie. This is Greg, K6EGG 73 there, VE3SSR, and I hope you make a lot of contacts out there and have fun with the blue DV.
Or DV dongle.
To set it up. And,
What's up, KI5?
Saying this is the first
UHT.
Hour, or maybe 1.5 hours when I use this new hardware. And all the feedbacks are really appreciated. And thanks a lot for that. This is VE3SSR.
Copy that. You have a wonderful afternoon, and welcome to DStar if one of your first times on here.
And I'll be standing by.
KG4 RPU.
Yeah.
Pop on Mike. Hello there, Greg.
I'm sorry, I had a couple people come back at me at once. VE3PM. Go ahead, man. How you doing?
That's Don, I believe.
Yeah, hi, Greg. It's Don, Victor Echo 3, Papa Mike. We spoke the other evening. Good to hear you on. And if, as an example, Amby is still listening from Toronto, Ontario, his audio is right up there and it sounds perfect. He improved it really, really well. There, Greg, back to you.
Copy that. Yeah, Don, he definitely sounds good. He's getting it dialed in, and I'm glad he's out here giving it a shot and getting some feedback from other people.
So what's going on, Sean? How you doing today?
Yeah, okay, fine.
Temple,
Greg.
Texas.
Well, good to talk to you again out there in California, and everybody's hunkering down this neck of the woods for the big storm they're talking about. I'm watching it. All the news forecasting, a lot of American flights are canceled. It's not looking good for anybody traveling or flying anyway. So anyway, we'll keep our fingers crossed. I'm not going anywhere, so we'll just hunker down and stay tight. Greg, I won't hold it, but great to work you again. As I say, I worked you, I believe, the other night, and looked at your live stream and all that stuff. So you're sounding good in Canada here, over.
Copy that. Yeah, after tomorrow, although I'm lucky I live in California, we're expecting 80 degrees here in the basin here of Los Angeles on Christmas. But for the most part, after tomorrow, I'm hanging out at home. I'm not going anywhere. So, and I'm just sitting here watching some weather here online as well. Looks like the Chicago's getting dumped on some snow-wise right now. So, hang in there. Thanks for watching the stream and joining in. I appreciate it. I don't know if I think somebody else was out there calling. I don't know if it was for me or not, but I'll take a standby. This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 30 Charlie.
Waco. Hey, how far are you from the Dr. Pepper place?
V3 p.m. clear.
I went in. I drove all the way up from Texas to go, or from Dallas to go check that out.
K6EGG. Hello, Greg. Manny here in East Tennessee, KG4RPU. Good to hear you. Happy holidays, and you can keep the warm weather and the earthquakes, and we'll take a little bit of cold weather. Thank you.
Pardon me there. I was choking on my laughter there. Yeah, I hear you. We're supposedly due for another earthquake here shortly. There was a prediction a couple days ago that worked out to be very accurate, almost to the exact location where they thought it was going to be. So, yeah, we get earthquakes from time to time, but luckily we get them more not often than often. Yeah, we pay for our sunshine here in tax, so I totally understand there, man. Good to hear you out here. I believe it's Manny, KG4RPU. This is, pardon me, yeah, RPU. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also live streaming on YouTube this afternoon.
I wish I started my weekend there, Ryan. I know some of you guys have. Got one more day at work tomorrow. One more. And then, by the way, anybody new watching today, this afternoon, what's left of this afternoon on the East Coast or tonight over in the UK, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be on later tonight. This is kind of a little bit of a test more than anything. Testing out a new lens. Oop. It's not as, what's the word I'm looking for? Forgiving, I guess you could say, as my other lens was. So still working the bugs out with it. I also made some video settings changes. Always trying to improve here. I got a couple friends helping me out. Sean, if you're watching, thanks. I think it looks good. I think I'm trying to get it dialed in. I was making some adjustments.
This is Kilo Alpha 1, United Fox Echo, KA1 UFE.
I don't want to hog the repeater.
KA1 UFE. This is KI5 UBT.
KI5 UBT, KA1 UFE returning. Just brand new to this radio. I got a
I had to use I used my dongle when I was in the hotel. I know it saved my ass a couple times. Pardon my language there, but it works.
Roger that. Well, you got working there. It's sounding good. That's what I'm using right now is the Icom ID-52 in it.
Good to hear some activity here on 30 Charlie.
You're sounding good here.
I've talked to him before.
Yeah, well, I had a friend.
He was driving. I
I'm
think
up
he was
Maine,
in Texas
by the way,
or something.
Just to let you know, we're about 40 miles from Arcadia National Park and about 20 miles from Ellsworth, Maine. So that kind of we're north of Ellsworth, about 20 miles. So that should put me on the map there. Anyway, it's we're way out here in the east. So just wondered where you were. Over.
Roger that. Well, I'm in Enid, Oklahoma, Echo November, India Delta, Oklahoma, and that is an hour and a half north of Oklahoma City and an hour south of Kansas.
Yeah, you're out where the tornado people, storm chasers run around there.
This is how it looks on the East Coast. Oops.
Roger that. Yeah, there's a lot of,
my feed's breaking up.
Goes through here. There's one.
It's from Wisconsin, I believe.
And property damage, but right now it was about about 0 degrees this morning, and it warmed up to about 5 degrees now.
Yeah, better hurry up. Maybe it'll be easier.
And about 20 mile an hour wind all day here.
Who knows?
A little bit of snow.
Could be easier though, Denny.
Yeah, I think you're on the backside.
Here's what it looks like in Chicago right now. Or actually, I'm sorry, that's not Chicago. My bad. That's Texas. I thought that was my Chicago feed coming in.
With
let me get rid of.
It's going to be 50 degrees right now. It's
50 degrees. Look at Oklahoma City minus 16.
Now, we would be buried in snow.
Merry Christmas to cold weather. Minus 4 in Kansas City right now.
It came out a little bit ago, so it's mostly melted, but it's about 5 or 6 degrees here right now. But
no, thank you.
I think for the most part, the bad weather here is.
Oh boy, I lost my feed there. It looks like.
Next few days supposed to be like a high of 40, so. Yeah, it got pretty cold today. I had to go outside. I was trying to tune our HF antenna up, but it was frozen, so I couldn't even move it. So I had to sit on DStar and local repeaters.
It's frozen? It can't be frozen.
Oh, yeah.
There's no freezing in winter.
Yep, stuff was all froze up here the other day.
There's no freezing in winter, guys. Come on.
We had maybe about 6 inches of snow here a couple days ago. And it's finally gotten out of the trees and whatnot. But I think everything's going to go tomorrow.
We got Seth in the house.
Everything away because
Seth, I got the new camera going.
You're supposed to get up to 50.
I hope it looks okay. Would you like to make a comment?
Rain, so that should pretty much handle this snow. Our driveway and everything's all covered with ice. The roads are good now again, finally. And
what's this ice stuff people keep talking about?
Along my 7.3s, you're basically the first real solo contact here on DStar. So you're privileged to have that. Anyway, good to talk to you. By the way, my name is Paul Papa.
Here's Chicago. I apologize.
7.3 to you.
Minus 15 with the wind chill.
Roger that. Well, nice to meet you, Paul. And hope you guys don't get hit with too bad weather there. I'll say 7-3 also. Merry Christmas. This is KI.
Are you allowed to say Merry Christmas?
I'll be standing by and monitoring.
20 degrees. Oh.
Okay, 7-3. KA1 UFE. Clear.
This is Greg Case. I'm sorry, I undid my key there. This is Greg K6EGG, monitoring reflector 30 from a warm Chino, California and Southern California, also currently live streaming on YouTube. Once again, this is Greg K6EGG.
I got to study first.
EGG, KI5, UBT. How you doing there, Greg?
Good. It's nice to talk to you. I think I actually talked to you about a year ago when you were driving with a relative or something. Does that sound familiar?
It sounds, I think in this summer, yeah, I think we talked a few times there. We were over in Tennessee, I think, when we talked there, and then I think my dad talked to you there. His call is November 5, Victor Oscar Foxtrot.
That's affirmative. I have your photo up there with, I believe, your father and your grandfather there. So good to hear you in there, and hope you're staying warm there. My buddy that lives north of Oklahoma City said it's just a fair bit chilly right now.
Yeah, roger that, roger. It was about 0 degrees this morning. I saw it drop to -1. But it's getting warm here now. It's about 5 degrees here, so it's getting warm here. Yeah, we're north of Oklahoma City, an hour and a half north, in Enid, Oklahoma.
Actually, I think that's the city he's in. To be honest with you, I got to double check his address, but yeah, man, hang in there. I know you guys are probably used to it as far as being a chilly. I'm actually live streaming right now on YouTube. I'm showing some video of how it looks outside. It was actually, I had to have my AC on in my car today. So I don't mean to be rude, but man, I don't know how I can handle that cold weather.
This morning I woke up and part of our hot water tank was frozen over, so we don't have hot water in part of the house there. So did you say your friend lives in Enid, Oklahoma? Is that right?
That sounds familiar. I'll have to text him to double check, but I know I remember him saying that that's one of the cities he was by. I don't know. I'm going to text him right now actually and see what city he lives in. But yeah. Were you the one where you talked? You had multiple radio profiles on your radio. Was that correct?
WB4CDH.
K6EGG, KI5UBT. Yeah, your last transmission dropped out there for a second, so I couldn't catch what all you said there.
Yeah, I think I might have doubled with somebody there. Actually, he lives in Edmond, Oklahoma. Was there a WB4CDH? Go ahead with your traffic, sir. All right, nothing heard from WB4CDH. Go ahead, KI5UBT.
Hey, I'm sorry. I think I knocked it off frequency for just a second. WB4CDH. I'm just demoing DStar to somebody. I'm in northeast Alabama, and I want to just get you guys quickly. You can just tell them where you're at, and I'll leave you alone.
Yikes. Copy that. Yeah, I'm in the city of Chino, California, which is 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. And if you would also like to give a real good demo, you have a cell phone available that you can go to YouTube and type my call letters in K6EGG. You can actually hear yourself come out of my radio through YouTube, and also see my Pi-Star that I'm connected to that has the dashboard information on it as well. Now back to you, WB4CDH. You in there, Seth?
Okay, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, he's standing here listening. We were at lunch together today, and I was talking about ham radio terms. He's a little, I guess,
kind of hard to believe somebody can hold something in your hand and talk across the country like this, but I appreciate it. I know I interrupted you guys' conversation. I don't want to be rude and do that, but thank you for coming back to me.
All good, and hello to anybody else listening through the radio there. Yeah, you could talk to anybody around the world with just a little in the palm of your hands. It's pretty amazing. So 73 there, WB4CDH. This is Greg, K6EGG. Go ahead, KI5UBT.
KI5UBT. Yeah, Roger, your friend living in Edmond, Oklahoma. That's, let's see, it's probably about an hour and 45 minutes from where we are there. Not terribly far. It's over there by Oklahoma City there. But, yeah, I know Enid got hit pretty hard with some cool weather this morning. But I think over the weekend and over Christmas, it's supposed to get back up to about 30 to 40 degrees there.
Copy that. That's good to hear. These usually don't last too long. Usually a couple days at most. No offense to my Canadian friends up north, but the Canadian air moving south through here can really wreak some havoc.
And once again, this is how it looks outside my house here.
Yeah, there's this guy that I've been talking to, one Charlie, recently, and he's in Chicago. And I guess I just heard the past few days that Chicago is supposed to get hit pretty hard, and I guess is getting hit pretty hard right now, I guess.
Yeah, I'm actually watching some weather from Chicago on YouTube. So also looking at O'Hare Airport here. Looks like via somebody's YouTube stream, sitting in a car by O'Hare Airport. It looks a bit frosty to me.
Yeah, just a bit. That. Yeah, I heard it's supposed to get hit pretty hard there. I'm not for sure how much snow they're supposed to get, but normally don't get hit with much snow here. It's like I said, it's a dusty. You still see the grass under there, but it looks a little bit here and there. But the wind is what made it really cold here. I think the wind chill is supposed to be around -20.
Copy that. Y'all can have that there. I'm good with not dealing with cold weather. My body does not like cold weather. In fact, I sat in the sauna at the gym for about a half hour just so I know it's only 70. I know it is 70, but I just like it, like tropical and stuff like that. But you guys hang in there with the cold weather. I'm going to take a standby here on Reflector 30 Charlie. It's good to hear you in there, and I know it's been a while. Stay warm, and I hope you have a nice Christmas. This is Greg, K6EGG on Reflector 30 Charlie.
Also taking a look in your area there, Seth.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, roger that. Well, it was nice talking to you again this evening. I wish you 73 also. Merry Christmas, and hope you talk to you later down. KI5UBT, I'll be staying by and listening.
Yeah, it looks like you got a little bit of that wintry mix just east of
as far as I know, it's going to be rain here. And by the time it gets bad, by the time it gets really freezing, it's going to stop. So I think we're lucky as of now from what I've seen on the weather.
Now, will that turn into ice?
It might if it's still there, but, for the most part, it's we're missing the fun.
Would you call that fun? Heavy rain and winds for the coastal areas.
Well, where's Long Island, buddy?
You got a squall line going to go bust through there? Woo.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah, it's going to rain and it's going to stop. And
so this is WCBS we're watching right here, right?
Yep.
I think this is
I was like, wait a second. I'm like, what station did Lonnie Quinn move to that you're playing? I'm like, oh, it's New York.
Is this your Dallas Reigns?
No.
You probably don't even know who Dallas Reigns is.
No, I don't. I don't know.
We have a weather guy. His name is Dallas Reigns. He's been on the ABC affiliate here for like 35 years.
Ah, okay.
He's got the, the fake tan and the slick back hair.
KABC, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that on the thing. That's the thing we got to...
Y'all can get some ice in there.
Yeah, look at that.
That'd be bad for the trees and stuff.
Yeah, that's the... That's what we're going to see here in New York is that what he's pointing out, in the weather radio. Wait, this is not live, is no?
No, it's not live. No,
Okay.
I just pulled it off the internet there. The interwebs. Yeah, there's some live feeds that I'm watching too. That doesn't look too nice. Let me see. Is it this one? It's like the Chicago area. I can bring it in there. Yeah, they're getting nailed.
And I was going to ask
hold on
you,
just a second.
Yep.
Sorry, I apologize. Life first.
I had to go.
Ham radio
I had to go-
second.
I had to go to alternate programming for a second, Greg.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Check the Discord chat.
Oh, okay. All right, so I hope you guys are all doing well. It's supposed to be 80. I don't know if you were listening earlier on Christmas Day.
Well,
I know I know you're going to be eating Chinese food that day and stuff.
Yep. I was going to say this, Greg. So I mentioned earlier in the week, we had general knowledge trivia of, what country likes to go to the beach on Christmas Day. Is that going to be a California thing this year?
I don't know. And Dylan, what's going on? Nice to see you in there.
Minus
10
degrees.
Oh. I've worked out in minus 10 degrees. It feels like someone threw throwing a handful of needles at your face.
I know, and you have Canadian blood in you, Greg.
Not really. I mean, I do, but it's my blood has been thinned out. There's a reason why my dad left Canada, and that's one of them. He said if he sees snow again in his life, it's too soon. By the way, anybody new to the channel today, don't forget to subscribe. Can't talk. I had too much pizza for lunch.
Crappy
Shakey's pizza. Yeah, everything's crappy pizza compared to New York pizza. You like the new lens? It's not as forgiving. Like if I move, it's like doesn't. I don't know.
Hey Jeff, I gotta make sure I have woolly socks.
I have some woolly socks.
Yeah, they won't get here. No, I don't need them from you, Greg. Maybe I'll run the Costco.
Costco?
Yeah, they have weird things.
They have weird stuff, like food.
Yes.
They have decent pizza.
$1.50 hot dog.
Is it still $1.50?
Yes. I think over there they'll change it. And you can get a $5 rotisserie chicken too.
I had a Costco membership just so I can get that rotisserie chicken when I lived in my condo by myself because it was so cheap. Ooh.
RES001 Charlie.
I moved over to 1 Charlie. Yeah, just for now. Made some contacts on 2 meter today.
Simplex or repeater?
Simplex, baby. Antenna to antenna.
Were you in a state or national park?
No, it was a Hoda, ham shack on the air.
Oh.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Why not? It could be a thing.
Could be.
Ballpark's on the air.
Anyway, time for you to call CQ, buddy.
All right, let's see who I can get myself in trouble with. I'm planning on doing a night stream, so I don't want to go too long today. I'm going to go watch Haley do gymnastics. All right.
This is Greg K6EGG, monitoring Reflector 1 Charlie from Southern California, also currently live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile.
Yes, I was running 210 FM watts.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I had some good coverage. I made it to Huntington Beach and stuff. What antenna am I using? I'm using a Diamond X50A and /N antenna. It has an N connector on it. I use that to make the simplex contacts, and I can hit most of the local repeaters here in Southern California. I talked to Denny down in Huntington Beach on 2 meter sideband. I don't know if I'm connected here. Nope, the link is up. And Jeff, I don't know how how you couldn't hit Mount Wilson from your location? You can probably see it out your front door, right? I know if you look here in between these two houses here, that mountain range actually is connected to Mount Wilson, the San Gabriel Mountains. That's like the left part of Sunset Ridge mountain. I don't know, I think it would be a mountain, but lots of antenna up there. A couple ham repeaters are up there as well.
Mount Wilson you're talking about?
No, that's Mount Wilson's more closer to Jeff AGI. That's overlooking Pasadena, which is a little further to the west and north of me. You'd basically walk out your back door and look up at Mount Wilson there. If you ever been to Dodger Stadium, if you look out from the infield out to the outfield, you can see the antennas there. Try one more time on 1 Charlie here.
This is Greg K6EGG monitoring reflector 1 Charlie from California, United States, in the city of Chino, 40 miles or 40-minute drive east of downtown Los Angeles.
And it's good to see Brian in the chat now. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if that was a technical issue
It's Greg, it's KE5ES.
on Google's.
You got about a 3-second delay. It's pretty cool though.
Copy that, KE5ES. Nice to hear you in there in Clyde, Texas. Hope you're staying warm. Yeah, the delay is just a server thing through YouTube, so I can't do too much about it. But thanks for joining us for the ride today.
Roger. It's all cool. I know it takes a while to get up and down and around to the servers and stuff. Good to see your videos and good to see your live stream. It's KE5ES on your final, sir.
Copy that. Thanks for jumping and saying hi. Is it Dave, KE5ES? Good to hear you in there, and thanks for jumping and saying hi once again. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Look at this motorcycle right here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry about that. My finger slipped. That looks like a road bike on a dirt road.
MP7Q.
Maybe I got stuff started on there.
NT7Q. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Oh, nice.
Well, Greg, good to talk to you again. I'm actually traveling. I'm in Sacramento visiting family, and I heard you pop up on the local repeater, so I switched my 5100 over and wanted to say hi.
Copy that, man. Good to hear you in here. Nice to talk to you again, and it's good to hear somebody talking through a repeater here. I know that this is a lot of the people mainly talk through hotspots like I do, but it's good knowing that someone's using a repeater there. How are you doing this afternoon? And I hope you're good. I think it's actually fairly warm still up in Sacramento. No rain yet.
It's currently 50. It says it's 52 degrees. It's warmer than it is in Reno. But I do want to say thank you for giving me the heads up on that fathead. I went to Sweetwater and picked one up, and boy, that sure makes a big difference.
Absolutely. And in fact, I don't know if you're watching, but I actually upgraded to what they call Dynamite. I had a little more gain, and it's a little bit quieter, but it's a little more expensive. But the fathead definitely does the trick. I actually use them at work for broadcast, so all good. I'm glad you like it, and I'm sure you noticed a huge difference in your microphone gain.
I do, and I can't watch
Yeah,
your live stream
bet.
because that would get me in trouble since I'm driving on the road. But it works well with my RE27.
I bet, Dave.
Copy that. RE27 is a very good microphone. It actually has a little more natural gain than the RE20 that I have here, a little bit more of a high end too. So another good microphone there. So good. I'm glad that worked out for you.
Yeah, well, I worked in broadcasting myself.
Whoa, what's going on there?
He's on a repeater.
Yeah, we had this discussion a few months ago when we were talking, when you came up on 14 Charlie there for a little bit. But I know that you're live streaming, so I'll let you get to it. And I got a friend of mine on the phone who's a ham, and I'm going to go ahead and get that link to the YouTube, and I'll get it over to him.
Excellent. Glad to hear, man. I'm glad to hear that worked out for you. And it's always fun playing with new toys. I'm hoping I got a new one. Got a new lens I'm kind of playing with today, seeing how it works out. But good to hear you in there. And drive safe. T7Q. This is Greg, K6EGG. Also live streaming on YouTube on Reflector 1 Charlie.
I know that call sign. I know that call sign.
Do you know that call sign, Greg?
I know that call sign. I only had one today.
Bueller. Red Bull gives you wings.
How long were you over in Iraq for, Dave?
K6EGG from N8XS.
Oh, I've talked to him before. It's Mitch, I believe, and
N8XS. This is Greg, K6EGG. Go ahead, man. How you doing today?
He's probably freezing his, you know what, off.
Hey, pretty good, Greg. I talked to you before in the past, and I just had a real quick question for you. I know that you use a 9700, and I was wondering what you use in the back. Do you use a duplexer or triplexer, or do you have separate antennas?
I use a duplexer, 2 meter 440 duplexer. I can't remember. I think it's a Comet. I can't remember the exact model number. And I have that going out on RG400, not RG400, LMR 400 to my X50A antenna.
I had one go bad, actually.
That's good. I've got an X50 up on the house, and I was going to run over to R&L Electronics. I forgot to get the duplexer today, and I was trying to connect. I was trying to listen to my 70 centimeter hotspot, and it was just real garbly. And I was like, "What the heck's going on?" So I pulled the antenna off, and I ran the antenna through the Nano VNA, and everything looked great. And then I looked back there, and I was like, "Well, holy crap! This thing doesn't have a duplex port. I have to have a separate connection for that 440 port." So I felt kind of dumb.
Don't feel dumb. I came from a TS2000, so I was expecting just to plug my antenna in. And believe it or not, the first duplexer I got, and one of the reasons why I run my radio 9700, I have the SWR meter on all the time, because I had one go bad and my SWR was over 9, so or 3 or whatever. So just keep an eye on that, because they can go bad after a little while too.
2 Red Bulls. I'm good. I feel good.
Yeah, okay, very good. I think I got the correct duplexer picked out, so I'll pop back over there tomorrow and get one. Just wanted to check real quick. Thanks very much, and I'll let you go and get back to the reflector callers and your live stream there. Thanks, Greg. N8XS clear.
Copy that. I'm glad to help out there. You take care. N8XS. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Looks like somebody keyed in, so I was looking at the key in there. As far as the icon, you mean the thumbnail? It's left over from the last live stream, which I'll be changing as soon as I get done. So that was from
that was from the other night, right?
That was from the other night. Yeah, I'm hearing myself come back for some reason.
Is that me?
I don't know. I have to figure that out. It doesn't look like it.
Mike 0, November, Juliet Whiskey Mobile. Mike 0, November, Juliet Whiskey
Let somebody
Mobile.
else get in there and
Listening through 001 Charlie for any call.
let somebody else get in there real quick. What's going on? Howdy there.
CQ, Mike 0, November, Juliet Whiskey Mobile. Listening through 001 Charlie for any call. M0, November,
I'll take
Juliet
it if nobody
Whiskey
else
Mobile.
is.
M0NJW. This is Greg, K6EGG in Southern California, United States. Figured I'd take your call. I was going to let somebody else get it, but nobody called you back. Good evening.
Oh, good evening. Thank you very much indeed for
I
the
bet you it
reply.
is cold there in
The name here
Arkansas.
is Nigel. November India Golf Echo Lima. I'm just sat outside my home QT8 now. I've been to work this evening, playing the piano in a restaurant full of Christmas parties, and all being good. And I just wanted to try to link our local repeater to the reflector. And I'm quite new to DStar, but I'm very glad I've been able to do this and have this facility driving around. We haven't had DStar in this area before, so very, very pleased we've got a repeater now. And you're sounding great with no packet loss or anything as far as I can
Minus 20.
discern. Back to you from M0, November, Juliet Whiskey in Leeds, in the north of England, over.
Copy that, Nigel. The north part of England there. I almost said Korea. I apologize. I just watched a video from there. North part of England there. Glad to hear that you got a local repeater up on DStar. We have a couple, just one or two here locally here in Southern California that we're able to switch around reflectors in, but you're sounding really good in the reflector 1 Charlie. No breakup whatsoever. I'm using a Pi-Star right now to get into 1 Charlie through my Icom 9700. And if you're fairly new to DStar, Nigel, just to let you know, if you go to my YouTube or go to my QRZ page, I have a link to my YouTube page. You can see my dashboard from my Pi-Star on the screen from YouTube there. So I just wanted to make sure your call did not go unanswered. I'll let you make some more contacts out there. So take care up there in the north part of England. M0NJW. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'll be clearing your final, Nigel.
I am a little tongue-tied. It's been a busy day today.
So, Greg, it is appreciated. I'll remember the call, of course, K6EGG. That's fantastic. And thank you very much indeed for being there. Just running here with an Icom ID52, and it's in the car with a 5/8 wave width on the car roof, Greg. Thank you very much.
Sounds pretty
indeed.
good.
Have a lovely Christmas time. And for many more QSOs as I'm driving around. And the county, by the way, is Yorkshire in the north of England. I'm midway between the ancient city of York and Manchester. Around about halfway between York and Manchester, Greg. 7-3, have a lovely Christmas time and good DX for 2023. 7-3 from M0, November,
I like
Juliet
that.
Whiskey Mobile.
Good DX. I hope if somebody's watching and have Reflector 1 dialed up, jump in and say hi to Nigel.
M0 November Whiskey.
Good. I'm glad somebody jumped in there. I don't know if they're from the stream, but
KSF. Over.
Another one from Ontario, Canada.
A3K.
I've talked to him before as well. He's got a lot of awards there.
DStar. I've had this for a few
So
weeks
there's a lot of
now,
HF work.
but
Go to his log book
trying
and
to
see
link
what.
the local repeater to 001 Charlie, and very nice. Very nice to make your acquaintance.
CW guy.
Happy Christmas to you. The name is
NFT.
Nigel in Leeds,
Yep.
in Yorkshire, in the north of England. You
Let's
sound
go back
great.
up. What has he got? He's got. I think he's got everything that QRZ offers, or almost everything.
Not very fine, Nigel. My name is
He's the
Keith.
master of South America.
I'm in Southwest
Yeah.
Ontario.
The
Canada.
master of Europe.
Well, that
Are
basically,
you the master of
Europe.
anything?
Ontario, very close to the
I
US
need 6
Canadian
countries
border
to get
with
master of Europe.
southern end of
Have you
our
hit
big,
Ukraine yet?
Lake Huron,
I have, but
one
I
of our
don't think
big
it's
Great
confirmed.
Lakes. I just wanted to say hello.
So you not only
In
have
fact,
to
I'm sitting
make
here,
the
believe it
contact,
or
you got to
not,
make sure
watching an old movie,
They
the other side
confirm it?
confirms.
James
Yeah.
Mason, which talks about getting lost in the Yorkshire moors. So, what a coincidence to run into somebody that's in that neighborhood.
Copy that.
Back to you, Nigel,
KI5GZW.
DA3KSF.
That's crazy.
Thanks for watching, by the way.
Absolutely crazy, Keith.
Special afternoon
Okay,
stream.
on the
Actually, it's turning
Yorkshire
into tonight
moors.
for
Wild-
those of you guys on the
wild
East Coast
places,
and obviously in the
very
UK.
wild places, and sometimes when I've done
Well, it's
trips
only
on the
what
air,
11 in the no.
sometimes you can be only
No,
like
it's
Yeah, it's
earlier than
11:30.
that.
feet
It's 11:30 in the
away
UK.
from
It
the
is
road.
11:30. Yeah, you're right.
And if a mist comes down, you've lost it. If you haven't got a compass or a sat nav or something, you just can't see.
At least
the
somebody's
road.
out there, but
You
he's making
lose
some
all your
contacts. That's
bearings
good to
because
hear.
All the landscape
Good,
looks
good.
exactly the same. I'm sure you can see that in the film. And oh well, okay. I wonder how far away you are from the Niagara Falls, then, Keith. Over.
Well, I'm not very close. I would say probably 150 miles. I'm on the extreme southwestern part of Ontario. And Niagara
Southwest.
Falls is fairly, believe it or not, fairly
South.
close to Toronto.
Yeah, it's only about an hour,
Just around the bend of Lake Ontario.
maybe a little bit more.
I'm closer to the Michigan border, which is
Sucks going across that crossing now, from what I heard. I haven't been there in a while.
But
I
yeah,
haven't crossed that
movie's
border
called
probably
The
since I was a
Night
kid.
Has Eyes,
Actually, I went to an air
and,
show there years ago.
It's themed.
It was right
on
over Niagara
two
Falls.
ladies getting lost in the moors, and they meet up with a rather shady character who is played by James Mason.
Shady.
So, I'm sitting here
So,
watching.
all right. It's good to make some contacts out here locally on 2 meters earlier. Looks like Ryan making a comment there. Sorry, I was reading that. 73, Ryan.
73s, man. Have a good one.
In case the voice you guys are wondering you're hearing that just popped in there unannounced, it's Seth N2SPG. I apologize. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. I have this here so I can remember his call sign. I got to bring up something else I got from W6NYU. Sent me a Christmas card and a QSL card. So, yeah, and all the way from, get this, Chino Hills, California.
Let me ask you this question: How
Sure.
long did it take the post office to deliver it?
Probably 4 weeks. Knowing my 91710 area code post office is probably one of the worst in the country, at least in my eyes. But yeah, maybe about a couple weeks. But I appreciate everybody watching this afternoon. Anybody new to the channel tonight or this afternoon or wherever you're at, don't forget to subscribe, most importantly, because I'll be back here in a couple hours. Got to take care of some personal stuff. We got Seth N2SPG in here.
Yo.
Will you be back later?
I will be, but I have depends what time. You know, I have there's a net I participate on Thursday nights, but I will make an appearance after that net.
What net do you participate in?
It is called the Fake Ham Lid Net. It is on DMR Talk Group 98003. It's a little different compared to other nets. They take themselves a little less seriously, and drinking alcohol is usually encouraged, although doesn't mean you should misbehave. You know.
Yeah. Behave wisely, folks. Yeah, just to let you know, the wind system, the FU guy is back, and he's back hard. I heard him last night a couple times, so We may have to tune into the wind system later and see if we can catch any of those FUs out there.
I have a question, Greg.
Sure.
Has he changed his recording?
No. It's still, would you like to make a comment? And then just the FU sometimes, and where the white women are at as well. So.
Wow.
He has it out for him or something. I don't know. But all good. We'll take a listen maybe to that a little bit and see if we can get some good entertainment off of that. And I'll talk to you fellas soon. Stay on the line there, Seth, if you can.
Sure.
Take care, everybody. See you in a couple hours.